Hello everyone, how's it going? So Halo Campaign Evolved, this game has received a lot of polarization from the community for a lot of valid reasons. The first being that 343 is not to be trusted, let's face it. They may be Halo Studios right now, but just let's look at the facts. They have mismanaged this franchise to hell and back. I don't know how Microsoft still keeps them around while doing a huge restructuring. Just hire former Bungie employees, I would argue. Even though Bungie's been in a terrible state, you can do something about this. But this is also the third time this game is being remade. Technically, the anniversary edition was a remaster with updated visuals and everything. That also received a lot of polarization because the visuals took away the aesthetic of the original Combat Evolved. But this game has a lot of factors with the presentation, the graphical uplift, the introduction of sprint. Even though you could turn it off, it's still there. There are a lot of factors about this game on both sides that I can see. Like, I do like the way the Flood looked. That looks really cool, but I think they should have held off on that and kept the Flood a complete mystery until the game went live. But there are decisions to make. But the biggest choice they made is to release it on PlayStation. Now, this is probably a remnant of the Sarah Bond plan, which was awful about this is an Xbox and release all their games on everything to maximize profits, even though Xbox has not made a good game in a long time. Let's face it, Starfield was a humongous failure. Compulsion Games with South of Midnight did not chart sales. Then there was, of course, Hellblade 2, which was completely unnecessary. I 100%ed that game, and I was just like, you could have literally never made this game and it didn't improve anything on Hellblade 1. Like, Hellblade 1 was a standalone game. It didn't need that. And then, of course, there's Ninja Theory, which really sucks. Even though I love Ninja Theory, I think Capcom should save them. Then there's Double Fine with Keeper. But it all goes full circle with this because Halo Campaign Evolved is just a campaign, no multiplayer features, just the split-screen co-op, which we'll get into. But I'm a huge Halo fan. You can literally see I got Noble Team's mark tattooed onto my arm. Halo Reach was goated. I don't care what people say. That was the best Halo game in my opinion. But ever since Bungie left it behind, the franchise has seen never really the same heights. Halo 4, they tried to turn Master Chief into the Chosen One. Halo 5 Guardians, which was a co-op Halo experience without split-screen co-op for some reason, tried to replicate Call of Duty and Titanfall. Even though I will give them credit, that game was very much supported. It had a lot of post-launch content that's actually pretty fun. It was also a microtransaction-filled hell where there was a lot of pay-to-win elements where they had that horrible video by Ron Swanson, which just... it was awful. You can watch it right now on YouTube. It was terrible. Then Halo Infinite, they had this grandiose plan about a live service Halo where they keep adding more content to Halo. That fell through greatly because they had contract workers working on Halo Infinite instead of like solid full-time employees. It was disgusting. There are a lot of videos about it. I'm not going to try and get into that, but Halo Infinite was also horribly mismanaged, and they promised split-screen co-op at day one with that game. They never delivered. Yes, there is technically a way to play split-screen co-op on the campaign. You can play multiplayer, but not campaign, but it's not official, which is just very, very just disgusting. Well, they're repeating the same patterns they did in the past. So first off, they have confirmed they're not going to be any more collector's editions. Apparently these were very popular, and my conspiracy theory on this is that they didn't expect this to sell as well as they did, and they just made as little as possible from whatever manufacturer they chose from. But they said that a lot of people who purchased this weren't scalpers, they were real people. I don't believe them for a second. Let's face it, scalpers have been running wild when it came to this stuff for a long time. Retailers don't care. And why would they? Because at the end of the day, they still get their money, and that's all they care about. So I don't believe this for a second. I really think this is just a PR stunt. But the biggest thing about the Halo Campaign Evolved thing is that it's going to need an internet connection for a single-player game that has no multiplayer. Like, just to put this in perspective, Halo Combat Evolved on the original OG Xbox had split-screen co-op. You can play the entire game offline, no problem. Halo 2, split-screen co-op. Can play the entire game offline, no internet connection required. And that's the first game that put Xbox Live on the map. Halo 3, split-screen co-op, no problem. In fact, they even had unique character models. The second player would play as the Arbiter, and if you wanted to play online, which allows you for 4-player co-op, you had 2 additional elites. I forgot their names, but they are part of the Halo universe. They were in random elites. So you had 4-player co-op, 2-player split screen. Halo Reach, same thing. Split screen, 2-player co-op, up to 4 players if you played online. So the fact that we are regressing in terms of technology for this stupid shit that should be a baseline function for Halo in general is just absolutely disgusting. But let's read the BS that they're going to give us for this. Yes, just as you do today, the Halo Master Chief Collection and Halo Infinite, to ensure smooth cross-platform progression to play Halo Campaign Evolved, you will need a Microsoft account, Xbox Gamer Tag, regardless of the platform you play on. This enables both cross-platform play and cross-platform progression. A few additional items to keep in mind for the launch day include: this is a single-player game. There is no competitive multiplayer in Halo Campaign Evolved. I don't like the fact that they're bundling this in with the Master Chief Collection and Infinite is just disgusting in its own right. But this is a single player game. It should not need online function whatsoever. I should put the disc into the drive or play digitally and download the game and be able to play the game with no internet connection. Why is this a thing? Oh yeah, because they need to track your playtime for statistics and get your data. This is the same garbage that Sony did with Helldivers 2, and they instantly pulled a 180 on this. But Microsoft, oh no, let's just do that again. Xbox Series X and S, if you're playing split screen on Xbox, the second player will also need a unique Microsoft account. If you want to play online co-op, you will need an active Xbox Game Pass subscription. You need a unique Xbox Microsoft account. Why? There is a guest function on the Xbox. Why do you need an additional account? Just let them log in as guest 1. You could have done that in the original Halo games. Halo Reach, like, I'm just like, you can even go online and play as a guest. They're literally taking away features from us and asking us to pay more money so they can track our data. This is where it gets good. PlayStation 5, if you're playing split screen on PlayStation 5, both accounts will have PlayStation Plus and be linked to a Microsoft account. Having these active PlayStation Plus subscriptions will also provide access to online co-op play. You need PlayStation Plus and you need a Microsoft account. Both players need that. Why? It is a single player game. 1 to 2 players. It says it right here. 1 to 2 players. Literally the OG Xbox. Original brick house Xbox. With the Duke controller and all of that. Did this with no online play. The entire game you can play split screen. We're regressing. It's like Halo 5 Guardians all over again. Where, hey, you want to play co-op with the cooperative Halo game that we built. Oh no, everyone needs to have their own Xboxes, their own Microsoft accounts, their own Xbox Live Gold subscriptions. Then you can play the co-op Halo 5 experience. I'm just like, anyone who defends this, your opinion means nothing to me at this point. Like, any single person who defends this, they are a stupid fuck. You can quote me on that. Do not in any way listen to anyone who defends this. This is pure BS. This is a single player game. Why do I need a progression? I should be able to play the game without having to care about that. What am I going to use that progression for? For the game that has only a campaign? Like, Halo, the Master Chief Collection and Infinite have their own progression system. It's completely isolated. They have their own system. Why does this need this? What is there? It gets better. Steam. If you're playing via Steam, you need to link a Microsoft account. You're gonna get PC players to link a Microsoft. Oh, dude. Wow. That is wow, dude. Steam players are not doing that. I'm telling you right now, they are going to fight tooth and nail not to do that. They're going to pirate your game. I'm just going to state that for what it is. This video is probably going to get demonetized or blacklisted or whatever, but that's what the Steam players are going to do. Because guess what? That's what they did when Helldivers 2 came out with. You need a PSN required account in order to access Helldivers 2. Literally, they backpedaled that so fast. No way Steam players are going to do this shit. They're going to be like, oh, you need this? Oh, screw that. I'm not buying this game anymore. They're not going to buy it anymore. Like, you're probably going to get maybe a % of what you would have gotten if you just didn't include this feature. Why is this feature here? If you'd like to jump in immediately on July 28th, we recommend having an Xbox created before it. I am an Xbox fanboy. I have over 100,000. I have like 500,000 gamer score. I have Halo Reach's Noble Team tattooed on my arm. Even I would tell every person not to buy this game. Just don't buy this game, because this right here is criminal. You shouldn't need any of this stuff. This is absolute 100% garbage. And as I stated, if anyone defends this, any single person, do not take their opinion seriously. Just turn on the white noise. Just start ignoring them like just anything. Their opinion does not matter. This should not be a thing. This is a single player game. I keep reiterating it because I want to hammer that in to everyone's head. Single player game. It should not need an online connection whatsoever. No matter what. Every other Halo game had this on the Xbox and Xbox 360. As a standalone feature, which required no online feature. And I know some stupid asshole out there is going to be, well, the original Xbox, it didn't actually have online connection when campaign. Oh, fuck off. You know what I'm saying. This is not okay. This is terrible, and they need to remove this immediately. This needs to be gone. You need to reverse this decision and say, you no longer need an Microsoft account. You no longer need any of this stuff. This is a single player game. You put it into your console if you buy a physical edition, which I'm still scared whether this game is on the disc or not, because literally Starfield and Halo Infinite are not on the disc. Read the disc, the TOS on those discs. They're not on the disc that when you bought it. So hopefully this is on the disc. But yeah, they need to reverse this. Like, this is absolutely horrible, and there is no justification for this. There is no reason this should be here. This is just to track your data. That's all this is for, to track you, to see how long you're playing, what you're playing most of, before you quit the game, stuff like that. This is just for data capturing. So tell me what you think in the comments below. I think this is absolutely garbage. It should not be there. But yeah, you can read it right here. It's official. Primary source right there. But that's it for me. I am genuinely angry here, because what they did to Halo, God, man, so sad.